Bulletin. I am Bhavana Casey. In the beginning, we have the headlines. Chief Minister of Madhya Province Yadav expands the cabinet for the third time. Newly appointed ministers from Mao Centre being sworn in today. Over 4,300 killed and 15,000 injured after 7.8 magnitude earthquake hits Turkey and Syria. Heavy rain and snow hampers rescue efforts. North Korean leader Kim pledges to beef up country's war readiness posture and expand military drills. Pyongyang preparing to mark military anniversary. And Nepal all set to lock horns with India in the final league match of SAF Under-20 Women's Championship match to kick off at 2:45 p.m. Nepal Standard Time. And now we have the news in details. The CPN Mao Centre had joined the Madhya Province's government. Chief Minister Saroj Kumar Yadav expanded the cabinet for the third time by inducting ministers from the Mao Centre. Chief Minister Yadav appointed Sunita Yadav as Minister of Industry, Forestry and Tourism and Rahabar Ansari as the Minister of State from the Mao Centre. Leader of the Mao Centre Parliamentary Party Bharat Prasad Shah said that the letter of appointment has been sent to the provincial head office. The newly appointed ministers are being sworn in today afternoon amid a function. The Ministry of Land Management, Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation has suggested the local governments for the classification of land at the earliest possible time. The minister made such appeal to the local governments as sales and rights owners. Mother Regmi said that the planned development would be expedited and citizens' challenges would be resolved soon after the land classification. The ministry is of the view that development of physical infrastructure has suffered while the road networks are mismanaged and the cultivable lands are shrinking for delayed land classification. United States Agency for International Development USAID Administrator Samantha Powell has arrived at Kathmandu in course of a two-day visit. Administrator Powell is slated to meet with high-level government officials, civic society leaders, community groups, students, businesses to discuss Nepal's efforts and achievements in becoming a more democratic, prosperous, inclusive and resilient country. Administrator Powell will also highlight USAID's commitment to increasing engagement with Nepal, and Powell has reached Adarsh Secondary School in Sanotimi of Bhaktapur, which is a part of USAID's earthquake reconstruction support. She is slated to hold interaction with the students of the school. It is learned Powell will participate in program on deepening the U.S.-Nepal democratic partnership at Patan, Dara Square later in the evening. With this update, time to go for a short break, but still to come we have. From the home front. The government is bringing the additional shipment of COVID-19 vaccine from mid-February. Head of Child Health and Vaccination Branch of the Family Welfare Division of the Department of Health Services, Sagar Dahal, said that the batch will arrive Nepal by February the 20th. The additional dose of vaccines is being sent by the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunizations. Following the spread of new variant of coronavirus in neighboring India and China, the government of Nepal has asked 3 million additional doses. Nepal is receiving 1.5 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine under the first phase. Now to the international updates. Rescuers are battling heavy rain and snow as they race against the clock to find survivors of a devastating earthquake in southeast Turkey. More than the quake struck in the early hours of Monday. The World Health Organization has warned the toll may rise dramatically as rescuers find more victims. As day breaks, rescue teams are stepping up their search efforts to find the survivors. Many people in the disaster zone have been too scared to go back into the buildings. The 7.8 magnitude tremor struck at 4:17 a.m. on Monday at the depth of 17.9 kilometers near the city of Gaziantep. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un pledged to expand military drills and beef up the country's war readiness posture, state media reported on Tuesday, as Pyongyang prepares to mark a military anniversary. Kim presided over the meeting of the Central Military Commission of Ruling Workers' Party on Monday, where officials discussed major military and political building, KCNA news agency said. The meeting comes as North Korea is widely expected to stage a military parade to mark founding anniversary of its armed forces on Wednesday. The North Korean Foreign Ministry also condemned a visit to South Korea by U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and said Pyongyang is not interested in dialogue. With this update, time to go for another break again, but still to come we have. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now to more updates. U.S. plane maker Boeing plans to cut about 2,000 jobs in finance and human resources this year as it focuses on engineering and manufacturing. The move comes as the company puts more of the resources into products, services and technology development. It will outsource some of the roles to Tata Consulting Services, a unit of one of India's largest conglomerates. Boeing has faced a number of issues in recent years, including the grounding of its 737 MAX after 2 fatal crashes. China's regions have been warned to prepare for more extreme weather this year after record disrupted harvest last summer. China's southern regions need to brace for more persistent high temperatures and ensure that energy supplies are available to meet the summer demand peak, while northern regions need to prepare for heavy floods, according to Shang Sanyun, spokesperson at the China Meteorological Administration. China was hit last June by a heat wave that lasted more than 70 days, damaging crops, drying up lakes and reservoirs, and causing devastating forest fires throughout the Yangtze River basin. In August, as many as 267 weather stations registered their highest temperatures to date. Average rainfall in China last year was 5% lower than the normal. You are watching NTV English News Bulletin. More updates lined up on the other. Now to sports. Nepal is also to lock horns with India in the final league match of the SAF Under-20 Women's Championship Football underway in Bangladesh today. The match will kick off at 2:45 p.m. Nepal Standard Time at Mustafa Kemal Stadium in Dhaka. Nepal, that has earned 3 points from 2 games, is at the 3rd place of the points table. Nepal is under pressure to win today's match following its defeat to Bangladesh in the first match and to Bhutan in second match. Nepal, along with India, Bhutan and host Bangladesh, are taking part in the SAF Under-20 Women's reached round of 16 at ATP 20 Cordoba Open on Monday in Argentina. The number 8 seed took 3 hours and 26 minutes to defeat compatriot Roberto Caravello in 3 sets, 6-7, 6-3, 7-5. He will now face the winner of the match between world number 33 Daniel El Hayy of Colombia and wildcard Tomas Barrios Vera of Chile. Also on Monday, local wildcard Juan Manuel Cerundolo advanced to the last 16 after Spaniard opponent Pablo Anzujar retired of injury after 53 minutes on court. 21-year-old Cerundolo will face number 1 seeded compatriot Diego Schwartzman in the next round. With this update, we come to the end of this English News Bulletin. But before we say goodbye, let's have a quick reminder of Chief Minister of Madhya Province Yadav expands the cabinet for the 3rd time. Newly appointed ministers from Mao Center being sworn in today. Over 4,300 killed and 15,000 injured after 7.8 magnitude earthquake hits Turkey and Syria. Heavy rain and snow hampers rescue efforts. North Korean leader Kim pledges to beef up country's war readiness posture and expand military drills. Pyongyang preparing to mark military anniversary. And Nepal also to lock horns with India in the final league match of SAF Under-20 Women's Championship underway in Bangladesh. Nepal under pressure to win today's match. That's all we have in this edition of English News Bulletin. We'll see you again with next round of English Bulletin at 6 in the evening. Till then, have a great time ahead and